Right, 8 April 2025, and today I'm going to be taking you through a very important and imminent event that is going to take place in Zimbabwe. So just give me a second to fix something before I continue. I need to fix something. I've just realized that I need to address a certain issue.
Kuno abo bano mama wanna get it nice I know Buddha me so I know Buddha.
Right, I'm back and I apologize for that false start. So let's get moving on a very important story that is taking place today. So this afternoon, Mnangagwa has left Zimbabwe and is now in Uganda. And this trip is very important because what is supposed to happen here is very, very simple. And you are going to see this within the next few days, if not hours. So Mnangagwa has lost support in every sector and every section of the Zimbabwean community. So that is in the security sector, in the military, in the police, in intelligence. And today, we saw that Mnangagwa has lost support inside of Parliament and Senate. And I would like to thank all the MPs and senators who talked to me today. There is a massive loss of support by Mnangagwa throughout all of Zimbabwe. So there is no one who still supports Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is totally isolated. And he realized it today, resulting in him suspending the sitting of Parliament and adjourning Parliament irregularly. And he then left. When he left, the only people that attended is Valerio Sibanda and Kembo Mohadi and a few other people who were there, the security chiefs. And you clearly see that Chiwenga has boycotted the departure of Mnangagwa. Chiwenga did not go there. And on arrival, so this is the arrival of Mnangagwa in Uganda. Mnangagwa is totally isolated. He is just traveling here for no reason. This is not a trip that Mnangagwa should be attending, but there is a reason. So there is a reason why Mnangagwa is going here. So Mnangagwa has been preparing to fire Chiwenga for almost 2 weeks. So he wants to fire Chiwenga. He believes that Chiwenga represents what we call a second center of power. And Mnangagwa has been advised to dismiss Chiwenga. This has been, it's done. So the letter is written, everything is ready. But because Mnangagwa is coward, he's not going to hand that letter to Chiwenga. So what he plans to do is to have the dismissal done when he's not there. So we are going to see this letter coming out and the dismissal of Chiwenga happening when Mnangagwa is not present in Zimbabwe. And at the moment, the acting president is Kembo Mohadi. Kembo Mohadi is very, very sick, but he's currently the acting president. The person who's actually in charge in Zimbabwe is Oxila Mnangagwa. Oxila Mnangagwa is in charge of everything that is happening, including deployments into the military. So she's making those deployments through faking the signature of Mnangagwa. So watch very closely what is going to happen within the next few hours, if not the next day. So watch very carefully what is going to happen to Chiwenga. It's going to be very, very dirty. What's going to happen? And they've protected they've covered all the bases basically. They've made sure that Chiwenga will not be able to do anything. I've talked to quite a number of guys who said that arrangements have already been made to make sure that there will be no reaction from Chiwenga once the firing has been done. So once they fire a vice president, what they do, they withdraw all the security from him. And normally they don't even call you. Like Mami Juru, she explained how she was fired. That she went outside to look And to a shock, there was no one, there was no security outside the gate. So if Chiwenga was to go outside his gate right now, he might be shocked to find that there's no security over there. That's how he's going to know that he's been fired. And once they remove the security, anything can happen. Anyone can attack you, like what happened to Grace Mugabe. Grace Mugabe was being attacked left, right, and center. And therefore, Chiwenga has to arrange his own security. He has to make sure that he is protected from these guys. And the next move that needs to be done is now to launch a counter offensive. How is Chiwenga going to react with no security and with these people having been ready for a long time for him? So they've been planning and plotting. And Chiwenga is going to wake up and find that this has happened. I don't think this is common knowledge that Mnangagwa plans to do this. But as soon as it is done, you're going to see Chiwenga isolated without being able to do anything. So it's very important for Chiwenga to make a plan right now before something very bad happens. This group is not going to leave power easily. They are going to leave power after a massive fight. They are not going to go down alone. And you can see what they are doing right now. Anyone who is seen as an opposition to Mnangagwa is under attack. And some of the agents that are coming out, you cannot believe them. People who are agents, people who are working for Mnangagwa, they are out attacking anyone that is seen as an enemy. But these attacks are minor. You're going to see physical attacks taking place right now, because today it became clear that Mnangagwa was going to be impeached. They did intelligence and found out that nobody in Senate and no one in Parliament was willing to support Mnangagwa, even with the offer of money. This is how bad things are. This woman is now in charge because Mnangagwa is not capable. Mnangagwa is very, very ill. He's very sick. He's not able to do anything. And you can see it in his eyes. Check out the pictures of today. This is terrible what these guys are doing to Mnangagwa to make him move around and go to all these countries when he's in this condition. So the person who's actually in control is Oksina Mnangagwa. She plans to put her sons as presidents, and she's going to push as long as possible. Even if it means going to 2030, like she's saying, she will push against the rest of the Zimbabweans. And I hope that Mdarageza will come out very soon and make a statement so that people know what to do, because there is need now to react. After what happened today, the next step that is needed is to take people back into the streets. That is what is necessary. So I hope Mdarageza will come out and tell people what to do and give a signal. We need another signal, because once Chiwenga is fired, the person that is taking over as vice president is Valerio Sibanda, and there's also going to be a reshuffle in the Ministry of Defense. You're going to see Oppah Muchinguri being removed there and being replaced by someone very close to Mnangagwa. You're going to see an even closer person to Mnangagwa replacing Oppah Muchinguri in the Ministry of Defense. A reshuffle is coming, and it's going to happen while Mnangagwa is in Uganda. Right, so I want to end here. I'll be back in the morning. I hope that by that time, there'll be much more clarity about what's going on. What is clear is that Mnangagwa is not popular. Mnangagwa is going to embarrass himself in public. You're going to see it very, very soon. He's going to embarrass himself in public. And Comrade Nyoka Mabunu, I've been talking to him. He's been very busy. And guys, let's not bombard him with too many messages. So let's let Comrade Nyoka Mabunu settle down, and then let's wait for the signal. Atidududzi, guys, we are not moving back. And myself, I'll be watching the environment very, very closely. Do not worry. Everything is going to be in process. So remember, we say this takes a long time, maybe 3 to 4 weeks before Mnangagwa finally leaves. But this man is gone. He's not coming back. Mnangagwa will never be able to stand in front of people and address. So 18 April, Mnangagwa has shaky. But before that happens, before 18 April, which is Independence Day, you are going to see so much drama. We're going to be here every day talking about this man. This man is not going to go down alone. He's going to take down as many people as possible. But But the first person that is going to appoint within a short space of time is Valerio Sibanda, soon after firing Chiwenga and also reshuffling the Ministry of Defense. So that is what I have for tonight. I'll see you again in the morning at 5 a.m. as we give you more news. And if anything happens overnight, during the night, I'll be here to give you an update. Let's see if there's any comments of interest. What happened to impeachment? Jairus, I already showed you. The Speaker of Parliament, Mudenda, left the country. And also, Senate, she left the country. So there was only the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. And this made it impossible because the only person that can deal with the motion of impeachment is the Speaker of Parliament. So automatically, that fell. Then what plan can Chiwenga put in place? Why didn't the people flood the streets to protect their heroes? Yes, Mnangagwa has to come out. We need to have another mass action. So I would like to ask Mnangagwa to come out and give us a direction. We need to we need to do it. Guys, don't even think we're hesitating. Mnangagwa's going is essential. It's necessary. It's a national duty. So Mnangagwa has to go, but we need a signal. It's okay. But Twitter say the next move is essential. We need it. Mnangagwa and Uyu Zimbabwe auxiliary. We want them to run. That is what we need. Guys, we can't have what is happening right now. They must go. Chiwenga is very slow. No, Chiwenga is not slow. Chiwenga is tripartite. We're going to turn on the problem at Chiwenga. Chiwenga is under Mnangagwa. That's a bad position. He needs to get out from under Mnangagwa. But the way that they are doing now, it's very dangerous for Chiwenga. So if I was Chiwenga, I would obviously do some sort of proactive move. Move Chiwenga first. You can't wait for these guys to kill you. That's what I think is going to happen here. This group of people is very dangerous. They cannot be allowed. Don't give them space. So, better. You get the point. Anamem Juru, Wakango push her out like that. Chiwenga cannot allow himself to be pushed out because Mnangagwa considers him to be a threat and a second center of power, and he doesn't want that. So what he's going to do is when he takes out Chiwenga, he wants to make a final taking out, and it's going to be very dangerous for Chiwenga. Let's sort this out, and let's have Mnangagwa coming out. And we need the necessary anger among our people. Yesterday, we just revealed to Wicknoch 5 stole 580 million US dollars and he put it in his pocket. And then he stole 1 billion rands and he put it in his pocket. Teachers are earning $300. Pensioners are being paid $20, $30. For civil servants, intelligence, police, teachers, soldiers, if a new government comes into power, you were told to $1,500. Saka, what is standing between you and $1,500 is auxiliary. Auxiliary Mnangagwa is the one who's getting you to be paid $300. If auxiliary leaves, Chiwenga, automatically you are going to be paid $1,500. So remove the obstacle. Mnangagwa arikumopa mari yese kuna uyu weaken. So the money that is supposed to be paid is going to weaken them. So this is why it's necessary to remove Mnangagwa nevanhu vake zvigananda. So I don't know if I can clarify it further. Imagine if you earned $1,500 instead of that small amount of money you're making. It means you can develop a raw home, you can buy a car in 3 months. You know, all this is being stopped by Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa has no plan because Arkuruwara. So let's make this happen. It's necessary to make this happen. And all these guys, Mnangagwa and his young brothers, and also his relatives, they will never do anything. All they do is still money from the government. So let's get Mnangagwa coming out. We need a signal before this terrible event happens. Before we hear that Mnangagwa is fired Chiwenga from Uganda. Right, any more comments? Let's see if there's any more comments here. I think the coming government should start training every youth to be soldiers. Tucha neka dementia kake. Ani damage Abdarawi. And Chiwenga must come with the signal. I don't think Chiwenga must come with the signal. Guys, Tom Remeds Abdarawi. Let Chiwenga stay in the background. Let's fight the fight. Don't wait for Chiwenga. Mnangagwa, please come. Mutiudze zvokuita. Vanhu vakamirira. I'm getting so many calls. Let us say, what's next? We need a signal. What is next? These people, they want to continue. They won't stop. And they have unleashed evil agents who are just coming up with garbage information. And these people are not Zimbabwe intelligence. They've gone to employ foreign agents to attack our people. So you're going to see Oppah achatakwa nevamwe vanhu vari odd. You're going to see Chamisa achatakwa nevanhu vari odd. You're going to see Mnangagwa being attacked nevanhu vari odd. You are now seeing people, someone like him. What is this Machacha? Just talking garbage. And this is happening every day in our country. Our heroes being destroyed by Zimbabwe. So let's make sure that this doesn't happen. And don't allow yourself to earn $300 when we were told the new government will pay you $1,500, especially civil servants. If you're in intelligence, if you're in police, if you're in military, if you're in any government department, especially teachers, imagine you gain your respect back. My lecturers, you become like the UZ guys. They used to earn up to $5,000. That man was reduced to my $300, my $400. These salaries are because of theft. If you go to Auxilia's bank, there's billions and billions in this woman's bank. Auxilia Animari. So if you go into the Standard Bank report, forensic report yesterday, it's got 10 bank accounts. Most of those are the Mnangagwa family bank accounts, where Wikin was sending almost 800 million rands. So Varku Bavan don't allow them to continue stealing. They are thieves. Baroy, Mtakat, Otakata, Ilanga, Libalele. So let's make sure that these guys get moved from where they are, and they must not continue making and embarrassing everyone. Imagine what they did in parliament today. That's terrible. And the army guys, Anna Valerio, they're totally part of it. So the junior soldiers have to do the right thing and stop this, what is happening in Zimbabwe. It's outrageous. Someone steals 580 million US dollars and gets away with it in 3 months. And then they go to South Africa and steal 1 billion rands in 1 month. Terrible stuff. And the gold, I can't even talk about the gold. They've stolen so much gold. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. The coffers are empty. There's nothing in the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe safe. All the gold has been stolen by Mnangagwa and his family. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. But pardon, where do you get your information? Moda kuibi mdara. Information yangu. Tucha. Nikafoni kamakapiwa na Tungwarara. What kind of a name is Tungwarara? Guys, really, guys, if you let this thing continue, vamwe venyu munofa musina kana socks chero rekupfeka. Unofa usina socks rekupfeka nemunhu uyu achiba daily Mnangagwa. Let's not let this man continue. Let's do what Mnangagwa said, which is to make sure we wait for the signal, but when it comes, it must be emphatic. There must be no doubt. Every legitimate way of removing these guys has failed. So the only thing left is the street. Let's make sure that it happens. I would like to thank all of you, and I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you, let's say 5 a.m. And I never come on to my YouTube channel. I just want to address it. Varukushandira zanu. Vafana ava, what they're doing, varikubhadharwa $10, $5, vachinyora bad stories about vanhu vari kuzama pusha struggle. The struggle is for you to have money at your home. So, zera ratave naro, most of us, kana une 50 years, stand up. And if let's say you're earning 300, got 300 times 12, it means every year earning, let's say $5,000. So if you've got 10 years of working, it means in 10 years you're going to earn 5,000 multiplied by, let's say 10, which is $50,000. $50,000 is not enough for anything. However, if these boys continue, they will eventually discourage people from coming out and supporting the change that is coming. So boycott, mukaona channel yamuru yansona kuti channel ndezani yezvigananda. Boycott is my channel issues. Don't go there. Don't listen kuzvinhu zvisina basa. At the moment we're inside a very critical period. Let's not become the people who like to laugh at my jokes. So these people know us as Zimbabweans who like mocking other people. If you see someone who is clearly working for Uganda, who is being paid, for example, Ana Dokasi, Anani, boycott them. If there's a show at Dokas, Dokas never navaki, chat. We should become people who blacklist Vanokada. The time that we're at is very, very important for us to make sure that we support change. There must be change in our country. There must be no doubt about who is on the right side and who is on the wrong side. The people on the right side want change. They want Mnangagwa to go. They want his family to go. They want 34 vakalistwa na mkoma na mdarageza. Kuti vanhu vavo, they are out. And it's going to happen. However, it's going to take effort and we have to participate. All of us have to participate. And the vanhu vakadesana machacha, you will see them. They will change. They will come begging for mercy to the people. I saw the Mdara Elias Mzuri has also joined. I hope that's a fake account. So Mdara Elias Mzuri, if that is a fake account, which just tweeted against the Gaza, tell me, WhatsApp me, and let's clarify that situation. I cannot believe Kuti Mdara Elias Mzuri, out of the blue, just tweeted against the Gaza. It makes no sense to me. So WhatsApp me if it's not you, and then we can withdraw that statement for you on your behalf. Right, I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you again in the morning, and a good night.